Hey guys, Jester here. Today we are going to be going over another monster from the second edition Monster Manual, or in this case, Monstrous Manual. We're going to be going over another one of a another monster that I've never used or encountered before, and that is the Zaratan. Now, it is only found in the Al-Qadim setting. I've always wanted to play in that setting, but I've never had the chance. But in any case, this is a gigantic, gargantuan turtle. Not to be confused with the dragon turtle. This thing dwarfs the dragon turtle by about 6 to 7 times the size. Where dragon turtle's shell is only about 30 feet in diameter, this thing is somewhere between 200 and 350 feet in diameter, and is actually, if you look very closely in the picture here again, it is like a floating island on its shell. Okay. Now the good thing is it's not going to hunt you down and eat you. So just we'll read some stuff here on it. This says the Zaratan is an enormous passive turtle found in the warm currents of Zakhara's seas in the Al-Qadim campaign setting. Thankfully, the Zaratan spends most of its existence in a profoundly deep slumber. The shell of a Zaratan looks like a sloped rocky mound several hundred feet in diameter. The Zaratan's head, which is over 50 feet across, so its head is larger than the dragon turtle's body. Okay, is often mistaken for a partially submerged barnacle-encrusted boulder. The Zaratan usually keeps its eyes shut, covered with stony lids that blend with the rest of its head in texture and color. The Zaratan's 4 flippers, each over 100 feet long, appear to be small reefs, supporting a variety of corals, barnacles, and small fish. The Zaratan's rocky shell is considered armor class -6, while its head and flippers are only armor class 0. In its dormant state, a Zaratan appears to be a small floating island. Combat. More often than not, once awakened from its slumber, a Zaratan will react to an enemy by withdrawing into its rock-like shell, against which non-magical weapons have absolutely no effect. In addition, no known poison will affect a Zaratan with its incredibly slow metabolism. The Zaratan will remain in its shell for 1 to 10 years, if not further provoked, before re-emerging. So, like I said, this thing is it's docile. It doesn't seek to destroy you. It just exists. But, like I said, if it continues to be provoked, then something different here. All right, so let's see. However, if pestered and wounded for more than 5% of its total hit points, a Zaratan becomes a terrible opponent. Although it attacks last in every round, a single bite from its 40-foot maw delivers 10 to 100 points of damage and will swallow any beings within a 10-foot radius of its target, no save, should its attack roll succeed by 4 more than needed. And its THAC0 is a 5, so it's a good chance it's going to succeed in 4 or more of what it needed. The stomach of a Zaratan is a tough, tube-shaped cave. Usually there is enough stale, trapped air for a creature to survive indefinitely if they survive the bite attack. But creatures trapped within also suffer 2 points of damage per day unless they can figure out a way to protect themselves from the stomach's corrosive digestive juices. The stomach lining is armor class 5. Damage equal to 5% of the Zaratan's total hit points will result in the victim's regurgitation. A Zaratan's stomach might contain just about anything, depending upon the whim of the DM. from pieces of driftwood and chunks of ships to weapons, armor, and even a small amount of treasure. After a battle, a Zaratan will immediately fall into a deep slumber, which typically lasts 1 to 100 years. So, like, he don't like to fight. So, yeah. The slow metabolism of the Zaranti, and that's plural for Zaranta, or Zaratan, assure them incredibly long, if uneventful, lives, measured in millennia. The Zaranti are said to have been floating in the sea long before the genies first visited the land of fate. At any given time, a Zaratan is 99% likely to be sleeping. As it slumbers, it keeps its mouth wide open. Any small to man-sized creatures stupid enough to swim inside, large fish mostly, are reflexively swallowed. The Zaratan spends the rest of its time either mating or conversing with others of its kind. Every few centuries, by sheer coincidence, a pair of Zaratani will drift into each other. Should they awake and be of the opposite sex, they will mate. The courtship ritual takes decades, and the mating itself lasts as long as a year. The Zaratani communicate with one another in a language similar to that of the whales. Conversations between the Zaratani often last decades. On rare occasions, they have been known to communicate with other beings via telepathy. What a life! You sleep 99% of the time, and then wake up and have sex. I mean, that's life better than dogs, man. Anyway. And you just open your mouth and you're just fed. Wow. The older a Zaratan gets, the longer it sleeps. As a result, many actually become indistinguishable from a floating island or reef, supporting their own mini ecosystems on their broad, rocky carapaces and underbellies. Many sport stunted palm trees and vegetation on their shells. The older and wiser Zaratani are perfectly content to be attended by lesser symbiotic beings, provided the symbiotes are not too bothersome and don't interfere with a Zaratan's sleep. A few are known to support small, uncivilized villages, while others have even been used as a mobile base for pirates and corsairs. Visitors will find most inhabitants of a Zaratan highly superstitious. Many revere their island home as a god. They believe, rightly, that were their deity to awaken due to hunger, their island might sink beneath the sea, destroying their village. As a result, these villagers strive at every opportunity to keep the Zaratan well fed and content, sacrificing large quantities of caught fish and even visitors to placate their floating deity. Can you imagine? You got a village on this little island, which you think is a little island, and the dragon or the Zaratan awakens and decides he wants to dive. Down goes your freaking village and whole island. Ooh, maybe that's what happened to Atlantis. Atlantis was actually a city built on a Zaratan. Just thought of that. So there wasn't any of these catastrophic things that happened other than the creature that the city was on went below the water. You never know. Things that make you go, Anyway, that's about all I got, guys. Oh yeah, let's just to run down his stats here. Again, his armor class is -6 or 0, depending on what part of the body that you're attacking. His movement is a 1. His swim is a 2. His hit dice is 51 to 70. His Thaco is a 5. He gets 1 attack. He only needs 1 attack. The damage is 10 to 100. His special attacks is Swallow. His special defense is immune to poison. Magic weapons needed to pierce the shell. He doesn't have any magic resistance. His size is gargantuan, 200 to 350 foot diameter. His morale is fearless with a 19. and his experience points value is 46,000 plus 1,000 per hit dice over 51. So if you encountered a 70 hit dice Zaratan, let's see, that's going to be 19,000, 65,000 experience points is what you're going to get for this sucker. So there you go. But again, good luck in killing it. Yeah, so that's what I got for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the Zaratan. Like always, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that like and notification bell. Make sure you share with all your friends, because the more friends that join, come here, the more people can subscribe, and the more I can get closer to that 1,000 money mark. So anyway, thanks for watching, and until next time, and as always, see you soon.